أهلا بكم في حلقة جديدة وفيديو جديد لقناتنا English for Arabs. النهاردة إن شاء الله هناخد تكملة الوحدة السابعة. Today we're gonna have the second part of Unit 7 Interchange Intro 4th edition. This video will include vocab book, explanation and answer of the exercises, PowerPoint, apart for Mr. Kyle channel. الوحدة النهاردة إن شاء الله هتتضمن أول جزء معاني الكلمات ترجمتها. الجزء الثاني هيكون عبارة عن شرح للكتاب وشرح الجرامر بالباوربوينت، وهيكون في شرح من قناة مستر كايل وهي القناة المفضلة لقناة English for Arabs. Take care, you must keep the words in English, not in Arabic. From now on, please try to keep the words in English, no Arabic. قلنا هنحفظ أهم حاجة الكلمات بالإنجليش مش بالعربي. نحط الكلمات في جمل قبل الشرح، لازم نحفظ الكلمات كويس جدا قبل بداية الشرح. 7. Exercise number 7. There is a singular noun. Singular noun 1. There are a plural noun. There are a plural noun. Window, difference, dream, vision, dream, vision, nightmare, bad dream, a nightmare, a bad dream, cabin, a small house, hut, hut, villa, a house with garden and fence, villa, a house with garden and fence, houseboat, a housing boat in a river, houseboat, a housing boat in a river, penthouse, penthouse, a house at the top of a building, penthouse, a house at the top of a building. 12. Forms, shapes, strange, unusual, low income, without money, upstairs, second floor, bright, strong in color, interesting, E silent, interesting, amusing, colorful, with lots of colors, colorful, with lots of colors, neighbors, people who live near you, neighbors, people who live near you, visit, visited, 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 ed. The sound here of ed is ed. نخلي بالنا للإيد هنا عشان قبلها حرف التي، فإن في تصريف الفعل هتتنطق ed. visit, visited, visited, visitors, people who visit your home, traditional, old, usual, modern, modern American, British, modern. O as a sound in American, modern, new, wood burning stove, a stove that uses wood to cook food, wood burning stove, a stove that uses wood to cook food, traditions, customs, habits, guests, visitors, people who visit your home, guests, visitors, people who visit your home, host, a person who serves guests, host, a person who serves guests, imagine, imagined, imagined, colorful, with a lot of colors, colorful, with a lot of colors, stay, stayed, stayed, a hotel, a building for sleeping, a hotel, a building for sleeping, dresser, chair, chair, mirror, mirror, rug, small carpet, TV, television. Workbook Unit 7. A closet, a safe. Look at the picture. What do you see? What do you see in this picture? Young man, young lady, lamp, living room, box, boxes, 1, 2, 3 boxes, chairs, conversation. There aren't any chairs. Listen.
Page 47, Exercise 6, Conversation. There aren't any chairs. Listen and practice.
This apartment is great.
Thanks. I love it, but I really need some furniture.
What do you need?
Oh, I need lots of things. There are some chairs in the kitchen, but there isn't a table.
And there's no sofa here in the living room.
And there aren't any chairs. There's only this lamp.
So let's go shopping next weekend.
Page 47, Exercise 6, Conversation. There aren't any chairs. Listen and practice.
This apartment is great.
Thanks. I love it, but I really need some furniture.
What do you need?
Oh, I need lots of things. There are some chairs in the kitchen, but there isn't a table.
And there's no sofa here in the living room.
And there aren't any chairs. There's only this lamp.
So let's go shopping next weekend.
This apartment is great. Apartment, flat. Thanks. I love it. Love and it, I love it. I like it, I love it. Yeah sound, there is a link between E and I. Vowels. I love it. I love it. Take care. If the word ends with E, the second word with a vowel, we make link. Yeah sound, the sound of Y. I love it. I like it. خلي بالنا لو الفعل انتهى أو الكلمة انتهت بحرف متحرك E أو double E وجي بعدها كلمة تانية بدأ بحرف متحرك هعمل وصلة بين الاتنين like I love it. حط الياه sound I love it. But I T soft D. T between you and I. Two vowels soft D. التي هتتنطق دي خفيفة عشان بين حرفين متحركين. But I really need some furniture. What do you need? What do you need? Oh, I need lots of things. There are some chairs in the kitchen, but there isn't a table. There are some chairs in the kitchen. This is the kitchen. But there isn't a table. And there is no sofa here in the living room. In the living room, there isn't a sofa. There is no sofa, there isn't a sofa. And there aren't any chairs. There is only this lamp. No chairs. There is only a lamp. A lamp. So let's go shopping next weekend. Next weekend, let's go shopping. Let's buy a table, sofa, chairs. Exercise number 7, grammar focus. There is, there are.
Page 47, Exercise 7, Grammar Focus. There is, there are.
There's a bed in the bedroom.
There's no sofa in the bedroom.
There isn't a table in the kitchen.
There are some chairs in the kitchen.
There are no chairs in the living room.
There aren't any chairs in the living room.
There's equals there is. Page 47, Exercise 7, Grammar Focus. There is, there are.
There's a bed in the bedroom.
There's no sofa in the bedroom.
There isn't a table in the kitchen.
There are some chairs in the kitchen.
There are no chairs in the living room.
There aren't any chairs in the living room.
There's equals there is.
There is, there are. There is, there are. There's a bed in the bedroom. There is one bed in the bedroom. In the bedroom, there is one bed. There is no sofa in the bedroom. In the bedroom, there is no sofa. There isn't a table in the kitchen. In the kitchen, there isn't a table. American table, British table. There isn't a table in the kitchen. There are some chairs in the kitchen. There are some chairs. 1, 2, 3. 3 chairs. There are no chairs in the living room. In the living room here, no chairs. There aren't any chairs in the living room. So there are no chairs equals there aren't any chairs. There are no chairs means there aren't any chairs in the living room. There's equal there is. So there's apostrophe S equal there is. So here there is plus 1, a bed, a table. There is or there isn't negative 1. There is no 1. So there is, there isn't, there is not. Plus 1, singular. There are no, there are aren't. Plus 2, 3, 4. Plural. 2, 3, 4.
I'm doing.
How's it going?
Hey, son. I'm doing good. How is everything with the new house?
Things are great. We love it.
Tell me about the house.
Well, there are 2 bedrooms, and in the bedrooms there are some beds.
Uh-huh. And do you have a nice bathroom?
Yes, we do. There is a sink, a toilet, a tub, and a shower in the bathroom.
Very nice. And the other rooms?
There is a kitchen, a dining room, and a living room.
What is in the kitchen?
There is a sink, a microwave, an oven, and a fridge.
And what about the dining room?
There are some chairs, and there is a table.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, the only bad thing is that there is no window in the dining room.
Oh, that's too bad. Does the living room have windows?
No, there aren't any windows in the living room, and there are no windows in the bathroom.
Not many windows, huh? Is there a basement?
Yes, there is. There's an office and a laundry room in the basement.
2 rooms. That's nice. And is there a garage?
No, there's no garage, but we don't need a garage.
Well, the house sounds really nice, son.
It is. You need to visit soon.
Okay, maybe I can come this next weekend. I have some other things to do, but I'm sure I can find the time after.
Okay, now it's time for the grammar. There is and there are we use to describe things that are in a place. And there is for singular things, and there are is for plural things. So, for example, in the house, there is a bathroom. There is for singular things. For example, a bathroom. There are 2 bedrooms. Again, there are is for plural things. Another example, there are some beds in the bedrooms. Again, there are is for the plural thing, some beds. Very good. Now, we also have negatives. For example, there isn't a window in the bathroom. The negative, there isn't a window, singular. We can also say there's no window in the bathroom. Again, we use the negative, no, and the singular noun, window. Now remember that I can say there is or the contraction there's. For example, there's no window in the bathroom. Very good. I can also use the plural for negative, and I say, there aren't any windows in the bathroom. The negative, there aren't any windows. That's the plural. Very good. Now, we need to look at some and any. Some and any are for plurals only for plural things. For example, some is for more than one thing. It's for the affirmation. And any is none or zero. And it is for negatives only. So, for example, there are some beds. And beds is plural. Some means more than one. There are some beds. And the negative, there aren't any windows. Again, windows is the plural, and any in the negative is zero or none. There aren't any windows. Remember, some and any are for plurals only. Some is for the affirmation. Any is for the negative. Very good. Now, it's time to practice. Okay, you decide there is or there are.
There is, there are. Look at the picture here. This is television. There is a television in my living room. There is a television, there is a TV in my living room. One television. A television, one TV. This is the living room. There is a radio in my home. This is radio. Radio. There is a radio in my home. Look at the picture here. What's this? It's a sofa. There is a sofa in the living room. So again, there is a television in my living room. There is a television. One television. There is a radio in my room, in my home. There is a radio in my home. Radio, one radio. There is a sofa in the living room. In the living room, there is a sofa, one sofa. There is a television. There is a radio, one radio. A sofa, one sofa. One television, one radio. There is plus singular, one. There is one. There are some eggs. Eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4. More than one. There are some eggs. There are one chair, two chairs, three chairs. There are three chairs in the room. There are three chairs in the room. There are, look at the picture, there are two students in the class. There are two students in the class. Again, there are some eggs. There are three chairs. There are three chairs in the room. 1, 2, 3. There are two students in the class. One student, two students in the class. So there are three chairs, two students, some eggs, 12 eggs. 12 eggs. There are plus plural. Plural, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, plural, more than one. There are some eggs. There are three chairs. There are two students. There are plus plural. Grammar spot. Spot, British, American spot. Positive. There is, there are. There is one. There are 2, 3, 4. Negative. Negative, no. There isn't. There isn't. There are, there aren't. Positive, there is. Negative, there isn't. Question, is there? There is, there isn't, is there? There are, there aren't, are there? A. Look at the picture of Linda's apartment. Complete the sentences, then practice the partner. In this exercise, you will try to complete these sentences, and then you can compare with your partner. You can compare with your friend. From 1 to 8. There is no dresser in the bedroom. Chairs in the kitchen. There are some chairs in the kitchen. There are 3 chairs in the kitchen. 1. There is no dresser in the bedroom. 2. Chairs in the kitchen. There are some chairs in the kitchen. 3. There is a television. There is a television in the living room. There is TV in the living room. 4. Refrigerator. Is there a refrigerator? No. 4. There isn't a refrigerator. There isn't a refrigerator. 5. Rugs on the floor. There aren't any rugs on the floor. No rugs. There aren't any rugs on the floor. Curtains on the windows. Windows plural. There aren't any curtains on the windows. On the windows there aren't curtains. Mirror in the bedroom. This is the bedroom. This is a mirror. There is a mirror in the bedroom. There is a mirror in the bedroom. There is one mirror in the bedroom. Box in the bookcase. There are some boxes in the bookcase. Here, look, the bookcase is empty. There aren't any box in the bookcase. There aren't any box in the bookcase. Write 5 sentences about things you have or don't have in your classroom, then compare with a partner. Example. In this exercise, you will make a sentence about your class. There are 10 desks in the classroom. There are 10 students in my class. There are 5 girls and there are 5 boys. The pronunciation was sa or za. Let's have this one. This time with this is the th as the or the. Th as the, like there, there, this, that, these, those. Th as sa, 13. Did you get it? So again, let's listen.
Page 48, Exercise 9, Pronunciation. Words with TH. Part A. Listen and practice. Notice the pronunciation of th and th.
There are 13 rooms in this house. The house has 3 bathrooms.
Page 48, the pronunciation of th and th.
There are 13 rooms in this house. The house has 3 bathrooms.
th, th, or th, the. Th, 3. Th here like 3. Th, 3. The, this, there, th, remember th, there, th as the, 3. Let's read. There are 13 rooms in this house. There are 13 rooms in this house. The house has 3 bathrooms. There are 13 rooms in this house. The house has 3 bathrooms. Now per word, list other words with sa and the. When use them to write for funny sentences. Sentences that you're gonna read them aloud. So after you write a sentence, you start to read it to the class. Example, on Thursday, their mother and father sang for 13 minutes. So on Thursday, their mom and dad thanks for 15 minutes. Exercise number 10. Furniture is expensive. In this exercise, try to choose the correct answer.
Page 48, Exercise 10, Listening. Furniture is expensive. Listen to Chris and Linda talk in a furniture store. What does Linda like? Check the things.
What are you looking for?
Oh, I'm only buying a few things for the living room. Furniture is expensive.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, look at those blue armchairs.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah, they are. I need 2 for the living room.
Uh-huh. But what about a sofa?
No, I don't like that color. And I have a sofa now. From my parents. It's blue, too.
Oh, right. Hey, look. You know, this rug is nice, and it matches the chairs.
It's a little boring. Oh, wait a minute. That coffee table is great.
Yeah, I like it too. Do you need a bookcase?
No, I don't. So, let's see. The chairs, the coffee table. What else? I don't need any lamps. Oh, I know. I want some curtains.
How about the curtains over there?
Where?
Right there. They're red.
Oh, yes. They're perfect.
Page 48, Exercise 10, Listening. Furniture is expensive. Listen to Chris and Linda talk in a furniture store. What does Linda like? Check the things.
What are you looking for?
Oh, I'm only buying a few things for the living room. Furniture is expensive.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, look at those blue armchairs.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah, they are. I need 2 for the living room.
Uh-huh. But what about a sofa?
No, I don't like that color. And I have a sofa now. From my parents. It's blue, too.
Oh, right. Hey, look. You know, this rug is nice, and it matches the chairs.
It's a little boring. Oh, wait a minute. That coffee table is great.
Yeah, I like it too. Do you need a bookcase?
No, I don't. So, let's see. The chairs, the coffee table. What else? I don't need any lamps. Oh, I know. I want some curtains.
How about the curtains over there?
Where?
Right there. They're red.
Oh, yes. They're perfect.
Now the answers, okay, here. Number 1, so curtains, the things that Chris gonna stay. Curtains, it's number 1. Do you have other words? Coffee table, armchairs, mirror, coffee table, and curtain. Exercise number 11. My dream home. Write descriptions of your dream home. Look at the picture. This one is called villa. Second one, cabin. Cabin like hut. It's made in the nature, but it's made in the nature. This is called hut or cabin. Cabin for tourists. We have beach house. This is beach house. Let's start to read to know this. This is loft. Loft, L-O-F-T. Cabin, hut. Villa. B, bird work. Ask your partner, ask your friend about his or her. This is loft. Cabin like hut. Villa. Loft is a flat and high building. Sometimes it's before the last one. B. Workbook. This is workbook. Ask your partner, ask your friend about his or her dream home. You can ask more questions. Does it have a view? Yes, it has a very nice view of the forest. So you ask your friend about these questions. Example. My dream home is a cabin. What's a beach house? A beach house, you use it when you travel in the summer, when you travel in the summer to the beach. This is a beach house. It's a house next to the sea, near the sea.
Reading. Unusual homes. Look at the picture. What do you see? Houses, different colors, colorful, strange design, unusual design. Second picture, an old man. The man is old, an old man. Trees, house among trees. This house is not modern, it's old. It's one floor, not 2, 3 floors. This house, 1 floor. But here, look at that picture. That house, 1, 2, 3 floors. Listen.
Page 49, Exercise 12, Reading. Unusual homes.
Shusaku Arakawa and Madeline Gins are famous designers. Their 9 lofts near Tokyo, Japan, are very colorful. The apartments are blue, pink, red, yellow, and other bright colors. Inside, the walls are colorful too. The floors go up and down, and some rooms are round. The windows have strange shapes, so there are no curtains. There are small doors to the outside. Inside, there aren't any closets. The bookcase is in the middle of the living room.
So Mr. Shusaku and Madeline Gins, famous designers. They design homes, they design houses. Their 9 lofts near Tokyo, Japan are very colorful. The 9 lofts have different colors. This is a loft. They are blue, pink, red, and yellow. Yellow. Some rooms are round. The shapes of the room are round. Round like this. Round. Circle. Circle. Inside the room, there are different colors. The walls are colorful. The rooms are round and the walls are colorful. There are no curtains. No curtains. To go outside, there are small doors. There are small doors to the outside. Inside the house, there isn't a closet. Inside the houses, there aren't any closets. The bookcase in the middle of the living room. Here in this design, the bookcase is in the middle of the living room. Who are famous designers? Shusaka and Madeline. Where are their 9 lofts? They are in Tokyo, Japan. What are they like? They're colorful. Are the walls colorful? Yes, the walls are colorful too. What are the rooms like? They're round. Do the windows have curtains? No, they don't have any curtains. What's inside the living room? Inside the living room, there is a bookcase. The bookcase is in the middle of the living room. Picture number 2, you will see an old man, a house, trees, bridge. This is bridge. Listen.
Dan Phillips likes to help people. He builds houses for artists and other low-income people in Huntsville, Texas, in the United States. One house, the tree house, is in a large tree in the forest. It has windows on the floor. It also has a small kitchen. The bed is on the upstairs floor. There is a wood-burning stove from an old ship in the living room. Phillips teaches people how to build houses with recycled materials.
Page 49, Exercise 12, Reading.
Likes to help people. He builds houses for artists and other low-income people in Huntsville, Texas, in the United States. One house, the tree house, is in a large tree in the forest. It has windows on the floor. It also has a small kitchen. The bed is on the upstairs floor. There is a wood-burning stove from an old ship in the living room. Phillips teaches people how to build houses with recycled materials.
This is Mr. Phillips, Dan Phillips. He likes to help people. How? He builds houses for artists and other low-income people. So, low-income people, people who don't have money, people who have modest salaries. Where? In Huntsville, Texas, in the USA, in Texas, in the USA, in the United States. This is the tree house. The tree house. What's the tree house like? It's large tree in the forest. It's in the forest area with trees, with lots of trees. It has window. The window is in the first floor. The windows are on the floor. So here we have windows on the floor. It also has a small kitchen. Kitchen, a place for cooking. Place for cooking. The bed is on the upstairs floor. So the bed is there, upstairs. It's like on the second floor. There is a wood burning stove from an old ship in the living room. The stove is in the living room. Phillips teaches people how to build houses with recycled materials. So Mr. Phillips tries to teach people how to build houses from old things. How to build these houses from old things. So let's answer some questions. What does Mr. Dan Phillips do? He likes to help people by building houses. He builds houses. Who does? He builds houses for artists and other low-income people. Where does he work? He works in Texas, in the United States. What is the tree house like? Describe the tree house. Describe the tree house. Describe the tree house. What's the tree house like? It's in a large tree in the forest. It's in the forest. It has windows on the floor. It also has small kitchen. Where is the bed? The bed is on the upstairs floor. What's in the living room? In the living room, there's a wood burning stove. Does Phillips build his houses from new materials? From new materials? No, he doesn't. He uses recycled materials to build houses. A. Read the article, What's in each home? Complete the chart. We have here different words. You put the words from 1 to 6. Fill in the blanks. You complete. So we have here 2 houses like Arkawa and Jen's lofts. Dan Phillips' tree house. Bed on the upstairs floor. Colorful walls. Bookcase. Windows on the floor. Closets. Wood burning stove. 1. There are colorful walls. There aren't any. There aren't any closets. There aren't any closets. There is a 4. There are In Philip's tree house, there are windows on the floor. There are windows on the floor. There is a bed on the upstairs floor. 5. There is a wood-burning stove. There is a bed on the upstairs floor. B. Group work. Talk about these questions. 1. Imagine you're painting your house. What color do you use and why? I'm painting my house. I like white colors. The walls inside light blue. White, light brown. I like bright colors. Why? Why do you like light colors? Because it makes me happy. The bright color makes me happy. Imagine you're building a house. Do you use new materials or recycled materials and why? If I'm building a house, I'm gonna use new materials because we use bricks, cement, iron and steel. In Egypt, we can't use recycled materials. That's the end of Unit 7, Part 2, Interchange, Intro, 4th edition. Homework. 1. Keep the words by heart. 2. Listen and repeat. You listen and repeat. 3. Answer 3 pages in the workbook, Interchange, Intro, Workbook, Unit 7. The last 3 pages in the book. 4. Go to www.interchangearcade.org for extra exercises. 5. Watch the video for Interchange Intro Unit 7. 6. Go to Mr. Kyle's channel and watch his video. His video is great. It has different exercises for there is, there are. Wish you all good luck and have fun. الهومورك الواجب أول حاجة لازم نجاوب على الأسئلة الموجودة في الورك بوك. هيكونوا طبعا ال3 صفحات الباقيين من الوحدة 7. ما ننساش اللي احنا نسمع مرة و2 و3 و4. نحفظ كلمات المعاني بتاعة الوحدة كويس جدا. نخش على www.interchangearcade.org. يبقى فيه أسئلة جميلة جدا على هيئة ألعاب للوحدة ديت. ما ننساش نتفرج على مستر كايلز فيديو. مستر كايلز has a wonderful video. الفيديو بتاعه جميل جدا، معمول في exercise على there is and there are، وشارح there is and there are بطريقة جميلة ومبسطة على هيئة قصة. Wish you all good luck. Please, if you like it, share it and subscribe. ما ننساش كمان نبعت ال URL بتاع القناة وعنوان القناة لكل زمايلنا على الفيسبوك وعلى وسائل الميديا المختلفة السوشيال ميديا. Wish you all good luck. Have fun. Thanks God.